Hello, this is a free call from
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, baby. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Today wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. I woke up feeling a little bit down, but then I went because they had Father's Day cards. You can make a Father's Day card up at Recreation. So.
Oh, good.
And it's like a little contest, and like first place winner gets $5 on their account. Second place gets $3. Third place gets $1 or whatever. And I made Dad a card, and I'm like, I know he likes hunting, and so I picked out this.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, so I picked out this little picture, and it has like a deer in the middle, and it has a camo background. So I picked that picture out with a light blue card, and I drew like a camouflage rose on it, and I bordered it in kind of like a hunter green, and I kind of made like a little bow. So it turned out really cute.
Cute. Awesome.
Yeah.
I did post the letter this morning, 7 hours ago.
Good.
And I said, today marks 2 years that Dee Dee, lost her life. Gypsy asked me to post this. On here, I asked you to keep Gypsy close to your heart today and pray, say a prayer for her. At the end of the day, Dee Dee was still her mother. Thank you. And Erin was the first one to respond to it. And she's like, thinking of you and the family and her today.
Aww.
And then Titania was such awesome words. Although I am angry at the things that she's done to this innocent child, I respect Gypsy and understand we aren't able to pick and choose our parents, but no matter what, your mom will always be your mom. Our prayers are with her and the entire Blanchard and Petrie families. May God give you all peace. Roberta is praying for Gypsy. She is going to be on my mind all day. I think when I say we love our girl, that I speak for many in here. My friend Heather, thank you, Gypsy, for sharing this beautiful memory with us. My thoughts and prayers and love are with you today.
Aww.
Everything has been just like that. Sharon Owens, such a touching tribute. She loves her mama regardless, and I totally love that. She seems to have forgiven her, and I can only respect that she has come so far in such a short time. God bless you, Gypsy. Hattie, she has said nothing but kind words about her mother since the day I met her. She requested to have a picture of the two of them in jail. She has a good heart. And I told, Patty, yes, you watched her become this woman she is today. And another friend, continue prayers for Gypsy, healing, peace of mind. What I've just read is God's mercy. Despite everything she has been through in life, she still finds the good in her mother. And that is what all of us should try to do in life, as difficult as it can be. Another one, Beth. Oh my God, this just made me fall like a baby. She's crying. Gypsy, honey, you are in my thoughts and prayers. And Debbie Jorgensen, please thank Gypsy for sharing this letter. I'm glad she can still see the side of love that she has for her mother. And I hope one day she is able to write and express the anger she has for Dee Dee as well. Both are healthy behaviors for her mentally. Hugs to Gypsy. Another one, wow, this takes a lot of courage and maturity to write such words. Thinking of her and your family today. Another one, Gypsy, this is from the heart, baby. and I know a part of you misses your mom. May she rest in peace, even though she tortured you through those years. I believe in order for you to be healthy, there has to be forgiveness. And this proves that you are on your way, baby. Thinking of you today and always. Another one put, so heartbreakingly beautiful. Another one put, continued prayers for Gypsy's complete healing. This touched my heart.
Well, I guess
This
I've
one.
been feeling the prayers today because
Oh, baby.
I did.
You got prayers overload today.
That's sweet.
Dad didn't say much, you know, because he's still, you know, he's still mad at her. And you know, I just learned to accept that. And you know, he just commented 17 minutes ago. All he said was, "Wow." You know, I mean, but I could understand why, you know, he's upset because you were his, you know, his baby girl.
Right. I know.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, Marcia put, I'm glad she remembers the good and not dwell on the bad. That is just Gypsy. And one of them put, oh, I'm sobbing, like crying. She's a hot mess. She's crying, you know, because they, you know, they all like, you know, I'm glad she has fond memories of her mom. It is a beautiful letter, and I thank her for sharing it with us. You know, so sending positive vibes, you know, everything, you know, like my friend Tammy. This must have been heart-wrenching for her to write. My heart goes out to her and to Kristy and Rod, praying she gets a pardon and to get help she desperately needs. You know, so, I mean, everything has been, you know, really good, you know, outlook today.
Good. And I'm like, I have been feeling the prayers because I did end up going to the little concert that they had, and it was nice. They had a really cool car, and I thought we were going to be able to see, like, they were going to have the car and the motorcycles outside the prison gate. No, they were inside on the sidewalk, so we got to get up close and personal, look under the hood of it, and they had some Harleys, and
Bobby
cool.
Bobby probably jealous of you.
It was pretty cool. And they had like this the band, he had both it was both a live band and he brought his iPod, and he could like sync it to make it where you could play live music with the iPod music. So that was pretty cool.
That's good.
So, I mean,
that's really good.
It was a nice little distraction, and I came back to them because it's been a unbelievably hot day. I mean, it's like
over here too.
It's like and I'm like, it's draining, but I came back inside, made me a soda, and watching my guilty pleasure to watch is Alaskan bush people.
I watch that every once in a while, too.
Yeah, I'm addicted to Alaskan bush people.
Yeah, I need some freaking millionaires. How about that?
Right. Imagine that. But they still choose to live
there.
I think that's pretty cool.
So. Yeah, right. I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But, and besides that, you know, everything's been going good. Dad is still offshore. Mia is at Central Acacia. She's watching Marcus play baseball. And your brother went on, he went to the Zalmans, and they're doing like a poker run, but on jet skis.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm here.
Just by yourself.
Me and the animals.
Oh, that's a full-time job in its own, though. I mean, that is a lot of animals to take care of. To mend the fort by
Girl.
yourself.
Oh, can I tell you what? And like they wanting, like the minute I open the kennel, and it's a big kennel. I mean, it could fit a large dog in there. So I mean, they have room to play and all in there. So,
Yeah.
but the minute I open that door,
Oh, boy.
they like running out now. Like they know how to get out now.
Mhm.
And so I led them out this morning. They were walking all over, and I was like, okay, it's been about an hour or so. Let me put them back in. And then I'm like, the little runt, I couldn't find him. I'm like, oh, Lord, where's Little Bit? I can't find Little Bit because that's what I just call him.
That's what
And,
they call me here.
The all gray one, I'm starting to call Shadow because she follows me everywhere. It's like, you always in my shadow, so I'm going to start calling you Shadow.
Yeah.
And so I'm calling, for a little bit, looking all over. I look behind the sofa. She's on a blanket that fell back there, and she's just sleeping. He's just sleeping. He's the only one. He's sleeping. And I'm like, no, I had to go bring Mia to Marcus's house. So, like, you got to go in your kennel,
Yeah.
So I put them in there, and they all went to sleep. After they starting to all really eat the cat food, and it freaks me out because they're eating it hard, but they're having no problems with it. And Sage wasn't much bigger when we found her. She was a little bit bigger. I'd say she was probably 2 months old, like 8 weeks old when we found her. So I'm figuring probably at the end of this week, they'll be definitely ready to go.
Aww.
Except for a little bit and another one, which is for my sister. And I want to wait till they're a little bit older, a little bit bigger, to be put outside. Because they're going to be pretty much in the tack room where the horses are, eating the mice, from the horse food,
Wait, y'all got horses? Am I getting this right?
My sister does.
Okay. I'm like, this I didn't know about.
Look, if I would have horses, I would be out on them on a day like today.
Yeah.
I wish I did. I mean, my sister and I'll have them, but I really don't call her and say, hey, I want to go ride, because they're just so busy. I mean, we've done it, we've done it before, but it's like they're busy, I mean, they're probably, I don't even know if they're home because it was my brother-in-law's birthday yesterday. So they might not even be there. So, but I mean, your brother goes sometimes.
Yeah.
And
I've always loved horses. Like back whenever we lived in Aurora, they had a lot of places that had horses because it was mostly farm country, and I would go to this one farm that had like therapeutic riding. I forgot what it's called, but it's for kids that are like in wheelchairs or whatever, or that have special needs, and they could ride horses because it's therapeutic. So
right.
And like I had a pair of pink boots. It was my foot size. I don't know what happened, but at some point, when I turned like 12 or 13, my foot size stopped growing, and I was able to fit in them boots up until all this happened. So I mean, I've got a small size foot. I could fit in a size 5, but it's still
you got some tiny feet.
So I got some itty bitty feet.
Yeah.
Shoes is difficult. I can still fit in like a kid size and everything. Yeah. Kid slippers and everything with little characters on top and everything.
Right.
Uh-huh. But sometimes they have the cutest shoes.
Well, yeah, I mean, and your mom didn't have big feet.
Right, yeah, she wore a size, I think, 3 in women's, 3 or 4 in women's.
Right, because, I mean, me and Mia wear like 8, 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
It's fine. I got small feet and it's fine. At least I take care of my feet. Like, over here, I've seen some nasty feet. And when I was working in the kitchen, I thought I was going to get nasty feet like that. But I take care of
Girl, you want to see nasty feet? You should have saw your dad's when we first started dating. I was like, oh, I can't look at your feet. Don't touch them with your feet. And I tease him sometimes. I'm like, if I'd have seen your feet before I seen your eyes, it would have been off. Oh. We wouldn't have had a relationship, you know. Uh-huh. And he, you know, I mean, we just make, you know, fun. And he's like, it's from out of shrimp juice. I'm like, oh, you know, just, you know, he's such a character, you know. I mean, but I would tease him all the time. I'm like, I saw your feet before.
Right.
He's like, oh, your feet are there. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I mean, we just, you know, I mean, throw fun shakes at each other and everything. And he's like, oh, you know, people be, you know, your ears stick out. I said, I know, but surgery could fix that. You know, I said, you can't help your crusty old toenails. You know, I mean, we just, you know, make fun of each other. It's healthy.
Yeah.
You know.
I could tell that from the visit.
Yeah. I mean, and how you see us is how we are. I mean, we might get into some we do get into arguments. Or should I say disagreements, because your daddy doesn't like to yell.
Right.
Raise his voice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he never was like that. Me, it's on, you know. But we're just totally opposites of the spectrum when it comes to that. It has to take a lot to him to blow up.
Get upset and wound up. Yeah, it's kind of like how I am. Like, usually I'm so quiet and everything, and whenever I try to avoid any kind of confrontation, so I go around it. And
yeah, you just like your dad.
Yeah, I'm like, I just try to avoid it at every cost. Like, what it was, yesterday I had put my foot down in the room because my bunkie kept on taking down my TV, and she would do it without asking me, and like once or twice.
Oh, right.
And I said that it was fine. Well, she was starting to do it where it was every night, and she wouldn't ask me. And so one night she was taking it down, and what I do is I wrap the cords around the bunk, so you can't physically put it down.
Right.
Unless it's on my TV tray. And so she's unwrapping it, and I had woke up while she was doing it, and I told her, I said, you know, I wrapped it around for a reason because I don't want it to be put on your locker or put down no more because I want to keep it on my TV tray. I'm in my feelings this week, and if I wake up from a nightmare, I'm going to want something to distract me, so I'm going to want to watch my TV. And so
right.
She, you know, she was not upset about it, but I'm not going to say that she was, like, happy about it. But, you know, it was just something that I had to put my foot down with. I'm like, it is my most expensive possession, and it is the most important possession that I have because, I mean, it's
right.
And
right.
So
not everybody has one. So if yours breaks, what they gonna do?
Right, and she doesn't have the money to replace it. So
right, exactly. So Mom and Daddy's gonna have to buy you a new one.
Exactly. So,
you know.
I'm like, I just kind of put my foot down with it.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
And I mean, I wasn't mean about it or anything. I just told her in a calm way. And like we're all on our time of the month, so I was very careful to tiptoe to make sure I didn't piss her off. to where
Right.
started getting tension in the room or whatever. And she was like, well, I mean, it's not only you, because I started noticing other things going on in the room that it just makes me feel like I'm a burden sometimes. And I'm like, no, it's not that. It's just like we all have a limited budget, you know? So, I mean,
Right.
one person's reason for locking their locker, that's their reason. And I just have the reason about my TV is because it's the most expensive thing I own, you know?
Right.
So we just had to have that kind of a little talk.
Right. Which, it's true, you have to tell them, because if not, they're going to just keep on taking things for granted and you for granted, and,
Right. Right. Yeah.
It's just best that you set the rules.
It says some boundaries, because I'm like,
yeah,
if you need a little packet of sugar or whatever for your coffee, you could ask me. It's fine. I have like 2 boxes of them. But don't get overboard with it and constantly ask me for stuff or constantly take advantage of my appliances that are.
I was about to say that, yeah. Don't expect your kindness for weakness.
Exactly.
And that's what some of them are going to do.
Yeah.
And that's just anybody really in life.
Right.
But in there, you kind of have to be more strict.
Exactly.
To where you were over here, and if you, hey, Mia, I could borrow a shirt, or, Mom, I could borrow this shirt, or whatever, yeah, fine, whatever, sometimes I walk out, Mia walks out, and I go in her room, and she has 5 of my shirts on the floor that she tried on, and I'm like, Mia, you need to put them back in my room. She goes, put them on my bed. I'm like, no, Mia, you need to put them back on the hanger and put them back where you got them.
Yeah.
That's just Mia. But, yeah, it's a pretty day here.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's in the 80s, I think.
I think it's 90 right now here. So
I'm about to look to see what it is here.
It's too hot for my taste. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know that, like, people are supposed to go out and enjoy themselves in the hot day and stuff.
Not me, girl. How about you?
I don't
It's 87. It's 87 degrees over there, but it feels like 92.
Yeah. Yeah.
And over here it's 84, and it feels like 87. So I'm feeling kind of what you're feeling. I'm like that too, though. I don't like to be in the sun too much at all. And your dad, he could be outside all day sweating his ass off. I'm like, hey, come inside, cool off. No, I'm fine.
For me,
I'm like, okay, whatever.
The heat is physically draining for me. Once I step out there, I'm like, oh my God, I'm ready to go back in because I'm ready to pass out.
Right, and over here it's different. We're humid. It's humid here. There it's dry. Like when we were in Springfield, and cleaning the house, I mean, we weren't really hot at all. And when the cops came and talked to us, and they were like, how come y'all not sweating? I'm like, this ain't nothing. Come to Louisiana, you'll see what sweating is. If y'all think it's hot here, come to Louisiana.
You don't know what Louisiana heat is. Oh, my God.
Right. Right. Mike came down here, and he was sweating his ass off. He was like, oh, my God. I'm like, we used to it, we just used to it. Oh, and I got your picture.
Oh, good. Because I need the number on the back to tell them because they owe me a copy of it.
Okay, let me go back to the side. So I can change it out. Everybody was like, because I posted it, and I posted it in the group and everything. Oh, my God, she's so beautiful. Everybody. Like, there was like so many comments, and then I put it on my page, and I put it on Tiffany's page, and Tiffany had asked if I can make her a copy. And I was like, yeah, that's no problem. And she was like, okay, I'll send you the money, you know. And I'm like, you don't need to send me the money, you know. So what you need is at the bottom, those numbers?
It's just the 4 numbers at the end where it has like DSF, whatever. I don't need the DSF part. I just need the 4 numbers.
Okay, because it only has on here. Okay, what's that ring about on your finger? Everybody's asking me if you engaged.
Oh, no, I was just making jewelry. It's
And I said maybe she borrowed it from a friend.
I made
you know.
I made it.
Oh wow.
I have a couple of little beads that my
Okay.
I gave me, and I used the hair tie, and I have like 4 different rings, and that picture is actually was meant for you, like send y'all copies, and I could have a copy, and whenever Sebastian gets out, him a copy. But I sent my copy to you, and they owe me 2 more copies of that picture. And I made a promise. So I'm not engaged. It's just a little promise.
I told him you weren't engaged. I was like, that's just a ring that she made. Okay, what is that on the back of the picture or on the front of the picture, those numbers?
On the back.
Back? Okay, 6374.
Okay, 6374. Okay.
Say it a couple of times.
6374. 6374.
6374. I'll remind you before we hang up.
Okay. And also, I'm writing it down. 4.
Okay, good.
Okay. But yeah, I have across the hall, a lady has some beads. Like we used to can get beads, and like now we're not allowed glass beads anymore. But she has some.
Oh.
And she.
So if you already have them, you could keep them.
Right, they're grandfathered in, so you can keep them because they're on your personal property inventory or whatever.
All right.
And sometimes, like, she'll make bracelets, she'll make rings, she'll make different stuff for people for, like, a stamp. And I said, you know, forget the bracelet or whatever. I just want to pick out a bead. And so I picked out, like, 4 beads. I picked out a light blue one, which is the one I'm wearing, and I picked out...
Yeah, it's pretty.
And I have a pink one. And they're glass beads, so I'm like, they shine in the sun like a real ring. And,
yeah, it does.
So,
and I noticed it, but you know, and I was like, oh, maybe, you know, like I said, maybe she borrowed, you know, a ring, you know, from one of her friends just to dress up the, you know, her hand.
Yeah.
And then where people were like, but it's on her left hand and on the ring finger, and I'm like. Oh, God. So I messaged Rachel, and I'm like, that ring's not from Sebastian. And she's like, starts laughing. She's like, no. He's still in there. He's still in, you know.
He's still in there.
And I was like, well, I knew that. I said, but, you know, I didn't know. I don't know. I was just asking a question so I could, like, kind of settle some of this, you know, people asking if you engage. I mean, I never mentioned, you know, that you talking to somebody or anything like that.
Right. I don't want to keep that on the down low right now.
Yeah.
It's not something for everybody's business or anything.
Right.
But
the only one that knows is Erin, because she asked me, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna tell, and I know Erin's not gonna blob it out there, you know, because she was like freaking out. And I was like, no, let me settle her words. Aurora, great. You know, and I was like, no, you know, I said, you know, it's nothing. It's, you know, I said,
I'm not,
you know, because they were all like freaking out. A few of them, like caught that, you know, like, oh my God.
No, I'm
That
not.
ring is on her left hand.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Maybe I should put it on my right hand. I don't know. I just put it on
It
my
doesn't.
right.
Well, I mean, yeah, but all rings, it doesn't matter engagement ring or not, they all look good on that finger because it's a ring. It's the ring finger for a reason.
Exactly.
You know.
Right.
I mean, I don't wear like a lot of rings. If I have one on, that's all I pretty much have on. You know.
Yeah. And like,
I mean, I know some that have them on every freaking finger.
Right. I know some people that do that.
I can't
too.
do that.
I can't, like,
can't do
some
that.
people, they can wear rings on, like, it's not, like, fully on, but it's, like,
right.
The
above the knuckle.
Above the knuckle. And I'm like, I don't know how anybody
Yeah.
could wear that because I would fall off, and it just would be uncomfortable.
Right.
I couldn't do it. It's unnatural. It's unnatural.
Yeah, I mean, some people just could pull it off.
But I
open the door, and of course, Coda's the first one to jump out, and one that I don't have named jumps out, and they are. Aurora, no, you cannot eat their food. And they follow me everywhere I go. It's funny. I know, it's too cute. They step in the water to try to get, you know, I mean, they're like, I want to get out. I don't care if I have to step through the food and the water. I'm getting out. You know, so like today and yesterday's the first days like I really let them out for a long period of time. You know. Aurora Grace, get out of the food.
The what?
The food. She was eating the cat food. I had to use a Tupperware bowl so Sage could eat because they would, you know, all get in the other part, and it's like, oh no, I gotta, you know, fix this situation. Now that they're wanting to eat.
Right.
Like Coda's trying to find a nipple on Aurora and is walking underneath Aurora, and Aurora's just standing up like, what do? You know? And running after her again. I mean, they're so funny.
Aw, that's so cute.
I know.
I wish I could just pick them up and hold them and
I
play
know.
with them.
I know. I thought about that the other day. I'm like, I wish Gypsy was here because Gypsy would have them all probably spoiled to the core by now.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'd
they
be
would
like
all listen to you.
playing with, you know, those little fuzzy balls that you could find at like
Yeah.
Walmart and stuff. Baby boy used to
I wanted to.
like that.
Yeah, I wanted to get some the other day at Aurora Grace at the dollar store, and I totally forgot. I was rushed. Because Mia was like, send me a text, hurry up. I gotta go to Marcus's house, you know. So I was like, I want to go back in. I'll put you in, Coda. See how fast you call back out.
Now, when is a good time to tell Dad about Sebastian?
He kind of knows.
He kind of knows.
Some, you know, like that you're talking. You know, some in fact, well, you remember when we were talking and he walked in.
Oh, yeah.
And I had you and
talking
Sneaker.
about marriage.
Yeah. So he's not totally in the dark with it, you know, but, I mean, he agrees with me, you know, like, get out, have fun, don't be tied down when you get out, you know, enjoy your life, you know, live with somebody first, you know.
Yeah, and
I mean, that's the best advice for me to give you is live with them first. Because you don't know a person until you live with them.
Exactly.
You know, especially
you know, even friends.
Right.
You don't know
the same
somebody.
sex, opposite sex. I mean, you might not like that he doesn't pick up his dirty clothes, or like Mia comes and every day, you know, in the kitchen, she'll watch TV in the kitchen and she'll leave her water bottle. And I'm like, Mia, pick up your water bottle. And she's like, well, I'm going to come back in here and drink it. I'm like, pick it up. I mean, we all have our shit,
Right.
I
like, I know I have my weird quirks that sometimes irk people. And I'm like, I just noticed someone had to bring it up to me that sometimes whenever I'm chewing, I'll talk with my mouth full. And I didn't even realize I was doing it. And somebody had to bring it up for me to be more aware of it. And I'm like,
how do you?
I didn't know.
Coda climbed up all the way on the freaking recliner. She's on the arm of the recliner. I'm telling you, this one's taken for her, and Denise is gonna have so much fun with her.
Oh, I just heard him.
Oh. Yeah, wiggling. I need, like, this week coming, I could give them a good bath, like with some Dawn. Because, they have a couple of fleas on them. I mean, even though, and because I haven't given Sage her flea medicine, like the drops you could put, because she's breastfeeding. So I call it breastfeeding.
It is
breastfeeding. But it is. She is breastfeeding, and I don't want that to seep into her system and pass it on to the baby.
Right.
So, they're not full of fleas. I just don't like the idea that they have them. They don't seem to bother them, but, Aurora has, the pills I give her, and, if they bite her, if they get on her, they bite her, they die. But I wish, like, there was something that you could just put on them, and there's something I was told that you could put on them that a flea won't even go near them.
Is it
I need to find that.
Or?
No, it's like a spray that you could get. You get out of the feed store. Because I was like, this stuff got to go. And there's a stuff you could buy that's a chemical for a swimming pool. And it's called diatomaceous earth. That I'm going to have to go to a pool place and buy this and seep it into my yard. And you can give them their bats with it, and they won't get fleas.
That's cool.
Yeah, the lady that I bought Aurora from, she has a built-in pool, and they put that chemical in their pool, and they realized that it didn't give their dog fleas. Like, there's no fleas in their yard, and they would check the babies, after they were born, and stuff, because if and the dogs go outside, some hop on you, they hop on me, sometimes when I walk outside.
Yeah.
So they don't get them, and
when
like,
one of our dogs had
fleas,
we had a carpet, and in Slidell, it was a big, big, beautiful carpet. Anyway, one of our animals had fleas. It got in the carpet, and when I say those fleas could jump, I had to sit on a box. If I went to go in the living room, I had to sit on a box. I couldn't just sit on the carpet because the fleas would be jumping out of the carpet. It was crazy.
Especially, and they like light colored clothes for some reason. I remember when my cousin Desi had her because her mom and dad had went trawling. So I had her, and I have her cat. Well, after they left, it was about 3 or 4 days after they were gone, me and Dylan was little. Me and Dylan woke up in the morning, walked in the hall. Our hall had carpet at that time, and we had white socks on. And when I looked down, fleas out the ass. So I hurried up, took the socks off and everything, went by some flea balm, came bombed out, set the bombs off, went, somewhere for a few hours, while that could seep in and everything. And it was
I'm
just
right here.
crazy.
I gotta go do toilet paper, but I love you, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay, I love you. And remember, okay, you got the number.
Yep, I got the number. Okay, love you. Talk to you
Okay.
later. Bye-bye.
Love you too. All right, bye-bye.
The caller has hung up. Hello, this is a free call from
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, Gypsy.
Hi, Miss Erin. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. How are you doing? I know it's a hard day.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm doing all right. I felt sad earlier, but they had like a little concert going on at recreation. They had like a little live band, and they brought in some motorcycles and like a fancy car, and so it kind of gave me an excuse to go out, and it lifted my spirits a little bit, and also the prayers that everybody has been giving has helped tremendously. So
Of course.
I'm doing all right. Yeah.
Why did you feel sad before? What did it feel like?
I mean, it was like I had called Mom and talked to her on the phone like for the past 3 days because I've just been kind of reliving everything. And so, like last night I cried, and it's like everything was sort of hitting me all at once, and I was reliving everything I said, everything I did, every place we went, just kind of rethinking back to it, and it's like my subconscious was doing it, because it's like I'm trying not to think about it, but it's just popping into my head, and it's like an internal clock that I know that it's there, and it's just like my body knows it's the anniversary,
Definitely. I mean, it's trauma. So our bodies remember trauma in a way that our brains don't. It's like your body, it exists within it. Like that happens a lot. And it's just about like being kind and being gentle to yourself and, reminding you of the facts, reminding yourself of the facts.
Right. And I'm like, I'm dealing, and I had asked Mom to text Mike for me, because I'm like, I have his number, but I know that he has a lot of like cases and stuff, so I don't want to bug him with every little thing. But I finally asked him if I could have a copy of my discovery. And I'm like, it could help me with the healing process, because I feel like maybe right now I'm more ready to kind of go through the evidence, because it seems like my way of dealing is not dealing, it's just denial, thinking, it didn't happen, I'm not going to think about it, so it's not there, and I haven't coped with it in a healthy manner. And so what I did was I asked him, I'm like, can I please have a copy of my discovery? Obviously I can't get everything because a lot is on like hard drives and discs and everything, but I can at least get a paper form of it. And
the police report. It's like 300 or 400 pages, right?
Right. I'm like, just give me what you think is important for me to know, important for me to look through. And then I dropped a medical slip or whatever it's called to see a counselor to kind of help me through these couple of days.
You don't worry that seeing the discovery could traumatize you more?
It does make me worried, but at least if, I know it sounds horrible, but if I could break me down so I could build me back up, that would be helpful, I guess. It would be more helpful than kind of just living in denial, because that never worked so well for me before all this happened. So
I I don't experience you as living in denial. I mean, you're pretty self-effacing. It's just like, what do you mean when you say denial?
Like, coping wise, like I don't like to think about it. I don't like to remember it. Like
in terms of the events or the relationship with your mother?
Both really. Like
right.
I have a picture of her. I have a couple of pictures of her in my photo album, but I rarely ever look at them because I start to cry.
You feel guilty, yeah.
Right. And so I'm like, maybe it's not the right time for me to see like the graphic pictures or whatever, but if I can go through the police reports and kind of get an idea of everything that happened, maybe I could have some closure, and then I could be able to heal. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Because I'm like, Mike had protected me throughout my case. Like, he would go over, like, a little bit of things with me, but only the major stuff that I needed to know. Other than that, the police reports and everything, I don't know what was said. I don't really know what was in Nick's interview. I don't even remember my interview. So it's a lot of things. It was so traumatizing, my brain sort of just shut it all out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think that it's like, and so where are we at with like potentially you speaking to a psychologist, by way of phone? Has anybody been working on that, or has it been sort of like, we're getting acclimated, we're thinking about the malpractice suit? Do you know if there's been any work on that?
As far as I know, like, Dad and Mom wants to have maybe somebody from around the area, maybe a therapist or something, come and see me like on a weekly basis. Over here, the prison can only do so much. They have, counselors that you can drop a note to see. You could be put on the list for like every 30 days a session.
Right.
But I mean, as far as the type of needed counseling that I would need, it's not available at this point. And I mean, when I get out, it will be available. I know Dad's gonna want to get me a counselor and everything, but as for right now, it's just not available. And
right.
I know, like Dad had talked to a malpractice lawyer a few weeks ago. I don't know if they contacted him back. I haven't, Mom didn't tell me that they did, so I'm guessing they haven't contacted them yet. But maybe they're just like trying to look through everything. I mean, the documentary got so much publicity that I'm sure every, malpractice lawyer in the world has probably seen it or something,
Right.
So it shouldn't.
Oh, we got the numbers back.
Oh, yeah, what is it?
3 million people.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that bonkers?
Oh, my God, that's so
I just
crazy.
got it today.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Sorry that it has to come, the news has to come on today. I know that it's a little uncomfortable, but I did want to let you know.
Oh, it's fine. No, that's wonderful.
3 million people have seen you.
I know,
like,
that's crazy.
Seen you, talk to you, and that's crazy because, with BuzzFeed, it's like a free article online, but with HBO, it's like you have to get an account, you have to see it, you have to go do it.
Right.
Yeah, it's a very, very, very big number. That means it went viral.
Yeah, that's amazing. You should be very proud of yourself.
I'm very proud, but I'm very proud of you for being honest.
Oh, thank you. And I heard that you're working on a new documentary.
Oh, always.
That's great. I know I have.
Yeah, Alice and I are here in Massachusetts. It's the Michelle Carter case. Do you know about that?
Yeah, I've been kind of keeping up with it. Not like a lot, but it is getting a lot of attention. So, I've seen it on the news, and I was watching CNN the other day, and I heard about it. And Mom had told me about your Facebook post or whatever. That's what you're working on. And so.
Yeah, I mean, she was like, that girl must be evil. I'm like, no, she's not.
Right.
Like that's the whole point of my documentary is that there is no evil. There is bad choices. So I had to delete her comment actually, because it's like basically then it shows bias, and I can't show any bias as I'm making the film.
Right. And I'm like, I can't speak on it because I'm like, look how horrible they portrayed me whenever I first got arrested.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Like, I wasn't there, and she's so young. My heart just goes out to her because that's not something easy to go through. It's just rough. So, but I do hope that, you know, whatever happens in her case, whether or not she did it or whatever, I don't care. That's just extremely young to be going through a murder trial.
I agree.
So it's not something that is a good thing. So my heart goes out to her in that aspect.
And so what is this I hear about a boy named Sebastian?
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Your mom keeps me looped all the time.
Yeah. So I had made a friend on the prison bus coming from county to Vandalia, and
right.
she was not on my level, like on my floor, but we made fast friends, and like her and we went through the R&O process together, getting booked into prison and everything. We had to take a shower together, and the whole thing was just together. So for the first 6 months that I had been in prison, we made fast friends. And
Good.
I confided in her a lot about my mixed feelings about Nick and everything, and what I was still going through. And she was like, well, girl, you need to stop thinking about that dude because he's no good for you. And I'm like, I know. So keep me from doing something stupid or whatever. She's like, look, I have this friend, and he's in prison right now. It's kind of my fault, but he's a really good guy, so why don't you write him? So I started writing him. And
what is he in prison for?
He got busted for marijuana. Yeah. And he gets out in November. And anyway, I started talking to him, writing him and stuff. And at first I thought he was kind of boring because he's so shy at the beginning. But then we started talking more, and he started to open up, and so did I. And I'm like, you know, I had to be honest. I'm like, I have kind of a rough past. It's not easy for people to understand, but I am in here for second-degree murder, and this is why. And I actually sent him a full copy of Michelle Dean's article and the article that was printed in the Springfield paper of when the documentary came out, and he can't wait to watch it. I'm like, it's the best depiction of my life, pretty much. So I'm like, whenever, and I was nervous, I'm like, when you get out, look, you're going to see some pictures of me that they're going to be rough to see. You're going to see me in my worst of times. I hope it doesn't change anything between us, but if it does, just let me know. And he's like, it's not going to change anything or whatever. And but things are going good. It's
just a pen pal.
It's a pen pal, yeah. And the sucky part is he would want to come and visit me, but the prison has rules for visiting. So if it was immediate family, if he was a brother or whatever, he could come and see me even though he's been in prison before, but he's not, obviously. So unless we were married, he can't come and see me until 5 years after he is off parole. So I would be already out. I would be already maxed out on my date because the year would be 2026 whenever he's off parole. Or he gets off parole 2021, but it's 5 years after. So I'm like, I would already be out by that time. But he's 23, which is kind of different from usually the guys I go for, because I usually go for guys in their 30s or whatever. And so Mom is kind of happy about that. and I'm taking it slow right now. I'm not trying to do anything.
Well, don't get married just to see him.
No, and I even talked about that with Mom. I'm like, how bad would Dad freak out if I would get married in prison? And she's like, excuse my language, but he would probably shit himself. So I said, okay, scratch that idea. And, like, Dad kind of knows, because he had walked in on that conversation of me asking Mom about, if I would get married in here. So he kind of knows I'm talking to somebody. It's not like I'm not ready to get married by any means, let alone in prison. But it's just something I'm taking slow. I mean, I would want to take people's advice and stay single and everything and get out there and experience life, which is what I want to experience life. But right now, the way I put it is, I told Mom, I'm like, look, my heart and my feelings are invested already, so it doesn't matter if I just stay friends with him or he is my boyfriend or whatever. Because if he, like, leaves me or if he finds another girl or whatever, my heart's still going to get broken either way. So, I mean, I'm just kind of doing what I want.
So we'll just be careful. This is somebody who, is in jail for marijuana that shows impulse control issues. Ultimately, you would probably want to date somebody who does not have a record. I think that it's really hard to live, it's just be very careful because, like, I've read a lot about sort of people who target women in prison. You don't want anybody taking advantage of you or looking at you like, oh, she's in all these articles, she's in the movie, like, da-da-da. Like, I'm not saying anything against him. I obviously don't know him. But, like, as somebody who cares about you, just, like, you need to be cautious. Totally good to have a friend. Totally good to have some, like, intrigue in your life. But I beg of you to be sort of very, cognizant because, like, it just happens. Allison has made dinner, and it's ready.
Oh, okay.
But is it okay if I go? I'm sorry.
Absolutely. No, not a problem. But it was great talking to you, and I'm so happy that we have great ratings.
Me too. And so I'm going to talk to a producer on Thursday about the adaptation. So do you want to call me Thursday or Friday, and we'll just keep every week talking?
Yeah, that sounds good with me.
All right. Okay. Thank you, babe. Thanks. I'm sorry about today, and you're doing great.
Okay, thank you. Enjoy your dinner.
All right. Bye, babe.
Okay, bye-bye.
The person you called